Welcome to TrailRecon, I'm Brad, and over the last several months, I have been testing and upgrading and wheeling my 2021 Jeep Wrangler pretty hard. Recently, I was out in Moab and well, I broke something that needed to be fixed. Plus, I've made a bunch of upgrades that we're gonna talk about in this video, but one of them has caused a problem with another upgrade, and now there's a little bit of a domino effect before I can do some other upgrades. We're gonna talk a lot about that. Plus, there's some things I've got planned, which I think are gonna be really cool coming up. Stay tuned, we've got a whole lot to talk about in this video. So there have been a lot of upgrades that I've done to Recon One, and most of them have been new. And things like the lift kit and the 35-inch tires, well, those have really transformed this Jeep to a really serious off-roader. And I think for most people out there, a mild lift kit and 35-inch tires are all you need. We were able to tackle Top of the World, Poison Spider, Hell's Revenge, and a bunch of other trails out in Moab. And while there were some obstacles that we kind of had to go around the hard line, however, there was one thing that I installed prior to that trip to Moab that didn't fare so well. So we had installed a used front axle in the front that was a M210, which is like a Dana 44, and that had a front locker. And I was like, we really need to have a front locker when we're out in Moab. And well, after the first day, the locker failed. And if you're not familiar with how a locker works, well, this is the housing group. And this area is where your ring sits and your pinion comes in here, and that's how things start to turn. Well, this is your locker sensor. It's like a magnet and a clutch. And what happens is when you activate the locker button, this activates this little clutch, and there's some little teeth on here that press down on these little tabs. And when these press down, that locks everything inside, and then you have the locker. So both axles are moving at the same speed with the same torque. Well, we noticed that it was starting to make a little bit of a loud noise. I think this clutch was banging against here and not activating these little tabs. And eventually, when I would push the button, there was just nothing. So this week, the Jeep was sitting at Shift Auto Works and they replaced all of this, thankfully. And I'm heading back to Easter Jeep Safari now with a brand new locker in the front. I'm thankful for that, and I'm also thankful to have a little bit better understanding of how all this works, because I've actually never seen all of this pulled apart. All right, let's talk about some of the other really cool upgrades that I just did. So having that locker up front was a huge benefit to upgrading that axle. But another benefit was now I can run 37-inch tires with a little more confidence, and I've installed some Milestar Patagonia MT02's 37 by 12.5 R17 tires on here, and it looks so much better with 37s. And the mud terrain just now gives Recon One that aggressive look that it was really kind of lacking for a while. I'm very happy with that. And like the 35s, I'm gonna run these for a little while and we're gonna test them and we're gonna see how they perform. But 37s are not the end goal. This is gonna go bigger tires than this. And here is where that domino effect kind of comes in. When you make an upgrade to something, there might have to be an upgrade to something else, or it could cause a problem. And I'll show you in a little bit how these 37s caused a problem, but let's talk about what happens when I go to the 40-inch tires. I need to either reinforce these current axles, which I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna make the jump up to 1 tons because financially that just makes more sense than upgrading these and then swapping them out for some 1 tons. But when I put a 60 on here, that's gonna mean that I'm gonna have an 8-lug wheel and I'm gonna have to upgrade my wheels. Additionally, I'm gonna have to upgrade the drive shafts. So I'm gonna have to do all of that before I could put 40s on here. That's the domino effect that you have to think about. Things are gonna get a little more expensive as we go further. Now, let me show you what I just upgraded, but how things kind of caused a little bit of a problem. Real quick before I show you what else I've done to Recon One, whether you have a stock Jeep or a highly modified Jeep, there's some essentials that you need to carry with you when you get out on the trail. And one of those things is a good quality first aid kit. This is the TrailRecon first aid kit, and this has the basics in here so you can take care of some minor injuries or illnesses when you're out in the backcountry. It's absolutely essential to have a good quality first aid kit. So if you don't have one, or maybe it's time to upgrade, head over to TrailRecon.com and pick up a first aid kit. You'll be supporting the channel. All right, let me show you what else I've been up to. Now, I knew before going to 37s that I was gonna have to reinforce the tailgate and reinforce the tire carrier. And so I have the Jeep Performance tire carrier reinforcement and hinge reinforcement. And basically that makes everything a little stronger. Plus it moves the tire carrier up and out. What I didn't realize was the bumper on the Willys is actually different than the bumper on the Rubicon. It actually doesn't sit down as low, and it's not quite as wide, and it doesn't give you as much clearance. I actually looked at my wife's Jeep, which is the Rubicon, and it's running 35s, and there's definitely enough room to slap a 37 on there. My bumper couldn't do it. So I put a wheel spacer in here, and that pushed it out even further, and that gave me the clearance. Well, after doing that, I was like, well, let me upgrade the bumper because I didn't like that plastic bumper anyway. So I installed the AEV bumper, which one, looks great. Two, it gives us a lot more strength. It gives us some recovery points, and it just gives me a ton of clearance. But I didn't order their tire carrier because I figured, this bumper is gonna fit right on there, and now the 37 will fit. And well, I was wrong. So I'm still using that wheel spacer to push the tire out just a little bit, which I don't love because I really would like this spare tire to be tucked up as much as possible. So I have since ordered the AEV tire carrier, which will go with this bumper, and that will fix all of those problems. Again, that's the domino effect. When you modify one thing, you might have to modify something else. The other challenge is the Wolfbox camera, the rear camera mount, was mounted on top of my backup camera. It was actually on the little cover here. Well, the little cover doesn't fit now because the tire is pushed out. And so I put the camera up here right now, which I don't love the way that looks. So I'm looking forward to that AEV tire carrier getting here so I can install that. And plus the good news is that tire carrier will support a 40. There's a few other things I've done. Let's talk about that stuff. Now, there were two things I did before I did this bumper install. One, we've got all new belly skid pan underneath the Jeep. We have the ultimate protection. That is the Artec aluminum skid plate, and I have run that on a previous Jeep. My wife has had it on her Jeep for a long time. It is one of the best clearance skid plates, and it's aluminum, so it's very lightweight, and I think that thing is gonna be incredible for a long time to come. I have all the confidence that I can just beat the heck out of that thing. That's really nice. Also, before I installed this bumper, there was something that I did to help our departure angle, and that was I got rid of the exhaust. You don't see that big old stock exhaust and muffler hanging out underneath here anymore. I ripped that puppy out and I installed the Magnaflow Overland exhaust system on here. It's an incredible exhaust system. One, it's lighter weight. Two, it gives us a ton of clearance. You don't even see it under here. Three, there's a little more performance gain out of that exhaust. And also, it just sounds really good. You're cruising down the road and you step on it, you just get that little bit of grunt. But when you're driving down on the freeway, you don't even notice it's there. And that's what I love about it. I can hear it when I want to, but I'm not listening to it when I don't need to. So I'm really happy with how the exhaust is. And honestly, I'm really happy with how the underside of this Jeep is coming along. We just need those Dana 60s now. So if you recall, my Jeep is the Willys model, and they come with a blacked out front grille. If I'm being honest, I don't love the black grille. I think the paint matched grille looks much better. Plus, it just gives it that contrast that I'm looking for when I'm filming and taking pictures, which I do a lot of. So I could have sent this out for paint, but that would have taken a couple weeks and it would have been a little pricey, and it was just easier to go online and find a used paint matched one. These are not very expensive and it was an easy swap. I did have to pull off some of the rubber trim and the styrofoam, and we had cut a hole for that front camera. That was easy to do, and now I've got a paint matched grille, and I think aesthetically that looks way better than the black one. And plus, this one will make a nice piece of wall art, I think. Let me show you what else I did. Something in the interior. So when I bought this Jeep used, it had almost all the things I wanted on it. It was very basic, had the soft top. It was a good price and low miles. But one of the things that it had that I didn't care for was the smaller 7-inch screen. And so I've been shopping around looking for a stereo system, and there are lots of aftermarket stereo systems out there. I installed an aftermarket stereo in a Jeep a while back, and I was actually very unhappy with it. And so this time what I did was I found a used 8.4-inch screen and installed that. For me, when I was out driving my Gladiator or I was driving my wife's Jeep, they both have that 8.4-inch screen on there, which is great. But then when I hop into Recon One, and it was just like I needed to upgrade this thing, and it's not a hard thing to do. Swapping this out is super easy. Just make sure you get the bezel with the new one, because this one won't fit. There's also an anti-theft thing built into the Jeep's stereo. So you need to get the VIN and the serial number from the radio that you're installing, and that will allow you to get a 4-digit code that you can plug in. You can get those codes online, you can go to the dealership, and that will unlock everything. And the radio in here now was an easy install. It works great. I transferred over my satellite radio, and now I have the bigger screen. So when I'm using Apple CarPlay and I'm using my navigation on there, everything looks good to me. You know, a smaller screen when you're getting a little older, well, it's not that great. So I've done a lot to Recon One up to this point, and it's nice to check some things off the list, but there's still quite a few things that we're going to be doing over the next couple months. But first and foremost, we're going to go test this in its current form. We're going to get back out to Truck Haven and do some of those flex tests and clearance tests. But tomorrow, I'm leaving for Easter Jeep Safari. So this is going to get after it once again out in Moab. When I get back, we're going to begin making that progression to put 40-inch tires on here. We're going to have to do some work with the suspension because I want this to be the ultimate rock crawler, and so we need to do some things that are going to allow us to get some more flex, some more strength. We're going to do some stuff to the steering. A lot is going to go into Recon One over the next several months. I'm really happy with where it sits today, but I'm excited for what's to come. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you got any questions about the build to this point, and until next time, safe travels.